And out here getting loose, guys going through some drills. We're almost at game time, folks. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. Let's see the stat sheet here for Jalen Green.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And the Houston Rockets starting 5. The forwards for him will be Brooks and Smith. Green is out there with Shepard. And it's Şengün in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Hawks, Bogdanović on the wing. He's paired with Riza Shea. DeAndre Hunter out there with Okongwu. And it's Dean in at the point. And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your scripts, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different. Here we go.
So the Rockets win the tip. And as MP told us at the start of the season, he wants to be at the top of his rookie class. Seen by everyone as the clear-cut standout, how would you qualify his performance in that regard?
And I think MP should be pleased with how he's done in that pursuit. Maybe not completely satisfied, since I know he wanted it to be the best, but he's done better than many other rookies in that class. Well, Riza Shea does a nice job of drawing the contact on his way up. Now a chance at the line.
The Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the game. And Riza Shea, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Now the Rockets with it, and this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
An interconference matchup. They faced these guys twice a season, and last year they took both games.
Two teams in the bottom of the East and West, as you said. These regular season victories count for more. Both hungry for a win tonight.
On defense, the Hawks. Green, no luck. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Quinn Snyder and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said, we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint will be easy. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And here's Smith, following the three-pointer by MP. From deep. And Green with the basket on the assist from Shepard.
Of course, a volume three-point shooter like Green has an answer. He was ready to strike back in a hurry.
Here's Dean. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Over Shepard. MP, no good.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Shepard goes up and lays it nice and easy. Shepard's got his second bucket.
Showing how tough he is. Shepard doesn't get rattled by the physicality.
MP deciding where to go with it. From outside the arc, and again for 3.
Night in and night out, you can count on him to stretch the defense and just open up the floor.
Would you believe he's now tied for 5th most triples in a single season? It's amazing. Smith kicks to Green. Şengün with a screen on Bogdanović. They get it again. Şengün with the bucket.
Fighting to earn the second chance opportunity on the foul shot. This is exactly what coach wants from Şengün.
Now, here's Hunter. Count the basket. MP's got 8 points. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Green. Smith the pass to Şengün. Back to Smith. Pass to Green. 5 to shoot. From the arc. Hunter grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think.
Good! Another from 3.
Now claiming the mark for hitting the 5th most threes in a season. Wow.
A tremendous feat. It's incredible how he can control the game from the perimeter. Here's the teardrop. The shot, no good. For the Houston Rockets, they come into tonight following a loss to the Grizzlies of Memphis. The 3 from MP. Another 3 for Atlanta.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. For the Hawks, Larry Nance is checked in for Okongwu, and Daniels subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. 1:12 left in the first quarter of the game. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hawks making a change here. Roddy's checked in, and a change for the Rockets. Green's checked in. Here's Holiday. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Drops in the tray.
Got to contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from 3.
52 seconds left to play here in the first.
And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A third would be a problem.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the game. That's good from Holiday. Matthews, he's... making a change here. Green's checked in. And so in the game for the Rockets, Whitmore is out there with Jalen Green. Then it's Tari Eason. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Green in at the power forward position.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
Adams dishes to Green. On the wing, Green. The Rockets again can't hit. The Hawks leading by 7. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against Phoenix was outstanding. He dropped in 55 points and was reliable as ever from distance. Numbers like that are sure to get attention around the league. And everyone's excited to see what he does tonight. Guys?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
And after that great first quarter from 3-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
Eason finds Whitmore. Green with a screen for Whitmore. Cranes the three-pointer. Whitmore's got 5.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And there's Bogdanovic. That's good on the assist by Okongwu. And the Hawks lead by 6. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Lets it go with the 3. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks are gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. They get it back. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 5.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. The Hawks making a switch here. Lyons checked in. Houston with a big group substitution here. Şengün's checked in for Adams. Jabari Smith comes in for Green. Brooks checked in for Whitmore. And Shepherd subbed in for Green. He gets that one. 6 points for Reed Shepherd.
The feet are what made that play happen inside for Shepherd.
MP outside. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here's Shepherd. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The 3 from MP. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Shepherd, covered by MP.
I like the touch from Shepherd, finishing around the rim.
Last outing for the Rockets, it was a loss to the Grizzlies. And Bogdanovich kicks to MP. Another 3 for Atlanta.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Pass to Şengün. And here is Brooks. Smith left side. Hunter with some nice defense.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. No one near Shepherd as he lets it go. It's good from long range.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
MP, no good. Here's Eason. Rebound by the Hawks. Hunter's got his 4th rebound in this one. The 3 from MP. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Atlanta with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Pleased to have you tune in. What better way to start than by checking out the contenders for the dunk contest on All-Star Weekend?
If these guys end up making the cut, this will be a dunk contest for the ages, man. They're not just athletes, they are showmen.
And as long as they show me creativity, and it reminds me like a box of donuts, I need something fresh.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Hawks.
The offense has been well engineered, kind of like diesel engine, but much, much more advanced. More like a jet.
Yeah, that diesel engine gonna show you real power when that camera turns off.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Bogdanovich on the wing. He's paired with Rizache. Okongwu is out there with Hunter. And it's MP in at the point guard. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder.
Man, we knew how skilled Shepherd was coming in to the league, but this is a whole different level.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. And the Rockets got their guy with the number 3 overall pick, Reed Shepherd. He brings elite shooting, blue blood basketball pedigree. He has immediately made himself a key cog in their rotation. I'm told the Rockets have high hopes for Reed Shepherd for years to come.
A lot on his plate, without question. Thank you for the update, Shams. Smith the pass to Shepherd. Brooks outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Şengün. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got 5 rebounds tonight. MP, no good. Rockets trail by 17. Out to Brooks. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Shepherd. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Green. And it's off the back rim. No good.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
MP, no good.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving, get something better. One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
For the Hawks, Bodies checked in, and Dyson Daniels subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. Tari Eason's checked in for Houston. There's a screen. MP from deep three-point land. The Rockets pull it in.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
And here's MP for 3. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Shepherd, covered by MP. Baseline jumper, and it's MP with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 16. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, "It feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time." Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
Oh, David, you are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, DA, thanks. To the wing right side, to the middle. That shot, no good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Shepherd, the pass to Smith. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a close.
Called by Quinn Snyder. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. The Hawks leading by 22, so on the floor for Houston. They've got Tari Eason. He's out there with Cam Whitmore. Steven Adams is out there with Green. And it's Hinton in at the shooting guard position. Now Whitmore. Outside, Green. Pass to Adams. To the paint. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Clark, when you played, virtually every team had an enforcer. But that is a rare breed, it seems, in today's game.
Yeah, that's a good observation by you, I think, Kevin. I mean, a lot of teams had more than one enforcer back in the early 80s when I was playing. There's less physicality in general in the NBA today. And I think that's why you see fewer enforcers, and there's a much greater premium on skill level than the enforcement component that existed in the early 80s and maybe a little beyond that.
Pass to Whitmore. Fires for three. Rebounded by the Hawks.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
There's Green with the three. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Green getting very aggressive on the perimeter and really good concentration as he focused on his shot.
The three from MP. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his 7th assist in the game. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He knows every possession is critical now. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Larry Nance. Smith, the pass to Shepard. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
And so, MP will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Knocks it loose. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Okongwu dishes to MP. 4 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Another 3 for Atlanta.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Shepard. There's the drive. And it's MP with the rebound.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Rockets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. And it's Shepard missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's in there. MP's got 48.
And that was good defense there, but in the end, MP's offense just a little better.
High post shot. Rebounded by the Hawks. Hunter's got 6 rebounds now in the game. MP, that's for 2. It's rebounded by Houston.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Atlanta.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us.